Okay, here we are with Nix0n. Maybe you know this guy. I met him first time here. So, what can you say about like Bosnia?
Хорошо.
Хорошо?
Yeah, it's very good. I like it here.
Do you like Survivor?
Yeah, so far it's been a cool time. Very kind people. I don't have anything to complain about. So.
Yeah, no. So let's start with the DreamHack. What do you think about the DreamHack as tournament? What do you think about the results and the new SK lineup?
The tournament was a real disappointment to me because of the delays. DreamHack has been around for so many years now, and it really disappoints me that they have like 20 PCs for a group stage of 12 teams. And as you all saw, there was huge delays. It took 20 hours for a group stage. So that was really disappointing. I think the admins didn't do a good job. Obviously they executed the tournament, but it wasn't done right.
Regarding the schedule and...
Regarding schedule and some small things. About Fnatic SK lineup?
Yeah, like the changes.
I mean... Obviously, Delpan is a great player. You cannot deny this. And changing one player instead of two is always easier. SK played really good. They won 3 tournaments. You have to give it to them.
Yeah, sure.
But you also have to think about Fnatic. They had to, start a bit from scratch. And I wouldn't count them out. I think they still have a pretty good chance of doing good this year.
Yeah. Like DreamHack cut prices almost it was like almost $30,000 last time, like 15 cash and 15 with certificates to buy something on online actions, and right now it was only like $10,000 for the first place. What do you think? It's about like they're trying to push StarCraft 2 or other games as main except of CS, or it's regarding the sponsorship, because like on this DreamHack Expo booth was really smaller than the year before.
Well, I think it's a combination of the two, because StarCraft is big, but it's not here to replace CS, because StarCraft 2 replaced StarCraft, Brood War, if you ask me. But the game attracts so many new sponsors. CS is an old game, and it's I don't know really. I don't understand it, because DreamHack said in an interview, or some of the DreamHack guys said in an interview, that CS was one of the most, or if not the most popular game at DreamHack, even though StarCraft is so popular on worldwide scale. So I don't really understand it. But as you see in other tournaments, there's still plenty of money. GameGoon just announced their event with 22,000 euros. I mean, that's good. And here it's how much? Like 10,500 euros.
Yeah.
And it's similar to DreamHack. So DreamHack should fix some more money for CS.
Yeah,
I know you're watching, guys. So do it.
I'm also thinking about it. So, what can you do about the Counter-Strike? Right now the popularity is getting, it's not so high as it was like 5-6 years. So, what we are waiting for is Counter-Strike 2, or maybe CS will die and the players will start playing League of Legends, or StarCraft 2?
I don't know. I must say that, of course you can see there's small decreasements here and there, but as I said in an interview at DreamHack, that CS is alive and kicking, and I don't see it dying anytime soon. For all I care, Counter-Strike Source could die before 1.6. So, I guess we're waiting for something, but nobody knows what it is, because, we don't know if there will be a CS 2.0 or whatever.
But, like the prize money, like prize funds and salaries for CS players are getting lower and lower year by year. So I think it's how the way, you're not calling dying, but
it's decreasing a little all the time. I have to agree, but still, it's been like this for many times. Tournaments die, but then new tournaments come, and it's been like this for so many years now. This year, eStars will be really big with prize money, like I think around 50,000
euros.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah, they have like huge prize money.
So it changes all the time, and until CS is put in the coffin and buried in the ground, I still have a good belief in this game.
Okay, like what websites or streamers should do to make like Counter-Strike same popular on the streams as like top games right now?
I think it was Joe Miller who mentioned this in an online stream, that people should start doing more, sitting at home, casting games. You don't have to be a professional guy to cast a game. You can see the great Freck guy who's entertaining a lot of
awesome.
people. And there's more and more people, more and more small community sites like we see in the former USSR. We have Game Inside, ProPlay, Games World, Cyberfight. So I think we need people to step up and start doing this, because we need more casters. We don't have a lot of good casters. We saw this at DreamHack. I think it was a total fail duo casting the final, when we had like Threat there who could cast the final.
Yeah, Threat is a good caster.
I agree. So my advice would be to people sitting out there on the other side of the screen, start casting some CS, and life will be better.
Okay, so what do you think if I will start casting? Will I be the broadcasting star?
In Ukraine, for sure.
In Ukraine, no. I want to be like a worldwide star.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with time and with practice, everything improves. Joe Miller wasn't the great.
Was that good? Yeah, like 5 years ago.
But he evolved, and he turned into one of the greatest CS casters of all times. So
True.
Practice makes master.
Okay. Okay, Mark, thank you for the interview. Maybe any final shoutouts?
Just all the people following our website and showing us that the game is certainly not dying. All my supporters out there. I know I have some local fans here and there, and just to everyone who loves CS.
Thank you very much. See ya.
Poka.